In last video we have seen 3-bit parity generator. The 3-bit parity generator generates that extra bit along with the 3 data bits. So at receiver end, that is at parity checker end, we are going to have 3 bits along with the parity bit. So here we are trying to verify for even parity data. So if you receive even parity data, then the output bit is equal to 1, indicating that we have received the correct data. If we have received odd data, then we are going to have 0 as the indication. That you can check in the truth table. Any combination, if you take 1 1 0 0, it is even data. So if you receive even data, then we mark it is equal to 1 1 1 0 1. So the number of ones are odd, so it is an odd parity data that we have received. So as it is even parity checker, for odd parity data we are going to have 0 as indication. Okay, that is how we are going to verify the output. And wherever we see the ones, so we are going to have the minterms logic now. So sigma m notations, so the logic is equal to 1. So for the combinations, whichever it is giving is as 1, that has to be taken over here. So for 0 3 5 6, then 1 0 0 1 9 10 12 15, my parity checker is giving answer as 1. So those combinations you have to include, and the program is the program design is in our hand. If you want to write this in terms of data flow model, then you have to find K-map for this. Find K-map and you can have your equation. It is X or A. As we are having 4 inputs here, A, B, C and P. So there are 4 inputs, A, B, C and P. And if you find the equation, it is A XOR B XOR C XOR P. Okay, that is what is your equation. So if you want to try it out, please try it. And I hope you know how to write the data flow model for XOR operation. Okay, output assignment A XOR B XOR C XOR P. That gives you a very simple program that gives you your answer. But here is the program. Here is the program in data flow model, in behavioral model. So entity X is my input. Now the number of bits are A, B, C, P. So for my convenience, I'm taking the bits as in array declaration. In array declaration form, I'm taking. Again, it is in std underscore logic underscore vector. Similarly, out std underscore logic. Yes, and the writing program is in your hands. I told you, if you don't want to take X as, that is the input, as in array form, then you have to test each and every bit. So you have to write the logic as here I'm using comment statements. If I tell you, see, A is equal to 0, how you read the same statement, and B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 0 and P is equal to 0. And we are having other combinations also. Keep OR and continue in other branches. So next condition or next condition, or else you can copy paste the entire thing. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Copy this thing, Control C. There are 8 combinations for which my output is equal to 1. So you have to write 8 times. So A0, B0, C0 and P0 is first combination. Then 0, 1, 1, 0. It is other combination. And then put OR again, and then you can copy paste it. And that is how you can verify if you are writing your program, your input as independent input. But now I have no problem because I have taken it as array. So I'm verifying the condition in one stage. So if x is equal to 0, 6, 12, 10, 9, 5, 3, 15. If you check all these 8 combinations, the number of ones are even. So if I receive such data, then output is equal to 1, else output is equal to 0. So you can check that over here. So if you receive the input, if you receive the data as even parity data, then output is equal to 1. So the same you're writing over here. So if you want to verify odd parity checking, then you can change these bits. So if you receive even data, then output could be 0, else it is 1. But let us not have any controversies over here. We are designing for even parity data. If you receive even parity data, then output is equal to 1, else the output is equal to 0. I'm not going to give you the test bench for it. I want everyone to try. So this is what is the program, and I have verified the simulation result. And some students are getting problem with the EDA Playground. Now I've executed the same program using EDA Playground. This is what is my program. Okay, if you want me to copy paste, I'll copy paste. Okay, from the program parity generator. Control A, Control C, Control V. I'm again clearing the test bench. Parity generator test bench, Control C. Sorry. Yeah. And here we have to give parity gen tb underscore vht as top module. Now the screen is not allowing me to show this part. Okay, then we have kept everything as it is, and then click on run button. Yes, it is coming. Sorry, remove, then remove. This is output of parity generator. I'm not giving you the test bench of parity checker. As I'm giving parity generator test bench, you can able to extract it. I'm going to change the radix of my input binary, so you can check. So if it is 0 0 0 0, see all zeros. So yeah, we have verified this waveform, right? The same, because I've not changed any test pattern. The same, we can see that over here. In parity generator video, in 3-bit parity generator video, I've explained this waveform. The same waveform is obtained over here. You can verify that and validate it. I hope this is clear. Thank you.